I'm starting a creative studio from scratch. It's something I've wanted to do ever since I was a kid. My own characters, worlds and stories. Can I pull it off? Hi, I'm Adam. I'm creator of Now We Play Studios. We're a creative studio building original characters and stories page by page. In this video, I'll be drawing a movie poster from my OC Broomie Berry. The print is available for free in my Broomie Berry creative pack, which I'll link in this video. It's filled with colouring pages, drawing prompts, and great stuff like this movie poster. So I'm just going to talk you through the process. So I had the idea for this movie poster to make it like an action-packed, really cool story, deriving from that classic movie poster-esque. I took some reference from the movie Stugo, just in the perspective drawing, and started placing my characters on the page. After getting the rough shapes, I started firming out the line drawing and the penciling. This is all done in Procreate, which I'm a big fan of. That's my main character Broomie right there, getting filled out. Broomie's a fun, active kid that is joyous and great climber, jiu-jitsu exponent, and loves writing creative stories with her friends. Her friend Archibald Apple is an amazing artist. He's non-speaking. He also speaks with a talker on his iPad. He is heart and soul of the group and converts Broomie Berry's writings into really amazing art and drawings for their comic books and graphic novels. The next character is captain of the ship that makes sure they're steering in the right direction. Tinks is a technical prodigy and makes sure that all their printing and distribution is taken care of, and she also keeps all the other characters on track. Her brother Tiny is a man mountain, but a gentle giant. He's got the biggest heart and he looks after the crew. He's also an amazing colorist and colors all the books that go along with things. The villains that are showing up now in the penciling: Bruiser, who's like the teenage bully that tends to do the bidding of the main villain, a teacher at their school, Baron von Brussels. So Baron von Brussels is a character who hates creativity, doesn't think there's anything worth having with creativity, and is stringent with the 3 R's, writing, reading and arithmetic. He tries to thwart Broomie's creative exploits at every turn. The crew must fight back against him. Principal P is also featured in there. She's a great ally to the crew and an advocate for their creativity and them seeing the world a little bit differently. And also Lizzie the librarian, you can see in the top corner there. She is a massive fan of the crew and always helps them hide and get past Baron von Brussels by making the library a sanctuary for them. So as we're going along here, I've finished up the pencils and I'm starting to put my inking into existence. Still messing around with the styles of Broomie and Co. Feel like I'm starting to find my feet, but I have tried out a bunch of different styles recently, which I am currently putting together in another video, so watch out for that one. So the main thing with Broomie's story is when the Awesome Foursome, which I've dubbed Broomie, Archibald, Tinks and Tiny, when they get together and start creating and they publish their books, they slip into a world that they've created. They write, draw, colour and print themselves into what we call the Storyverse. The Storyverse is a place that can be any story. So it can be, knights fighting dragons, or a heist returning stolen goods, sailing the spaceship seas looking for buried treasure. And they'll have to write and draw themselves out of the the stories they get themselves into to get back to reality, all while trying to stop Baron von Brussels in his latest exploits to thwart their creativity. So now I'm starting the colouring process with my flats, putting them on separate layers. I still am toying with the designs of the characters. As you can see, I'm working on my backgrounds here, and that still takes a lot to be desired. So I learned a lot about blending and colour and using different brushes and things during this process, and it's something that I'll have to work on as well in just my own art journey. But it was a fun process to do. It took a long time, but ultimately I think the idea in the end came out pretty cool. Let me know what you think, and I would love to hear your comments and any questions you've got about Broomie and her universe. I'd love to hear them. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.